Everything seems quiet. You're the only thing I wanna touch. I'm the plane, you're the pilot. Didn't know that I could feel this much. Save the tears for another day. Save the tears for another day, for another day. Forget about the past. Show me what you got, 'cause right now it's all we have. I hold my breath, waiting for the air to return. I got chills all over my body. Will you soon just be somebody? Save your tears for another day. Save your tears for another day, for another day. Forget about the past. Show me what you've got, 'cause right now it's all we have. Time slows down every time we meet, and my heart beats like the pace of an heart attack. In the dark, you're on the sea, questions, trying to piece things together with you. Yeah, I'm getting tired of us constantly fighting and hurting when we don't need to. Yeah, I don't got time to be thinking about things we can't figure out. Maybe I'm better off without you and your dirty mouth. I don't know how everything went south. We're just so different now. I wanna go high, just wanna go high, but you keep pulling me. I don't got time to be thinking about things we can't figure out. Maybe I'm better off without you and your dirty mouth. I don't know how everything went south. We're just so different now. I wanna go high, just wanna go high, but you keep pulling me down.
Okay, everybody. Hello there. It's your boy Dave Neal. We are here live streaming. New equipment, who dis? Trying to figure it all out on the fly. Pulling levers, pressing buttons. How are you guys? You doing all right? Can everyone hear me okay? Hello, chat room. People are getting worried I didn't do my normal pre-chat ramble. How's everyone out there? Doing all right? Erica Powley, 40 seconds away. Yeah, I was just here mixing my drink. This is what I like to do. I have my coffees, I have my morning coffee. I always have a little extra I make, and then I turn that into an afternoon coffee. And then I just keep on making content. I'm a content machine, baby, all day long. I'm feeling good. I'm starting to get this system set up. Let me tell you something. I've had to do a little learning, a little growing. Some new things going on here. I'm learning my picture displays. And don't you remember how I used to get cut off? Oh, I'm still getting cut off a little bit right there. But I used to get cut. Now I can stretch, baby. I can stretch. You know what I mean? I can fist pump if I need to. I have a new button I made today. If there's ever any breaking news, your boy Dave Neal's here to break it for you guys. This is a breaking news button. I've got that going on. And with all the buttons, I got the whole thing going on. So we're here for you. One upgrade at a time, one day at a time. Hello, 54 people in the chat. 20 thumbs up. You guys do the math and figure it out. Susan, good to see you. How are you? Kylie says we should have a Dave Neal fandom name. Well, I don't want anything to go to my head, but a lot of people for a long time have tried to come up with a good name, and none have really stuck. There's a couple. There's the digressors out there. There's different levels. But what is my astrological sign? I am a Taurus. Oh, look, you guessed Leo. I hate how confident people can get who do astrology. They go, oh, you must be a Gemini. And then you go Taurus, and people go, knew it. It's like, no, you didn't. You thought I was a Leo. Thomas, you like that breaking news? We got that breaking news. Ladies and... I'd love to do this. Oh, hello. Of course, I'll get a graphic to go with it. I'll get like a breaking news graphic. I got a couple graphics for you guys. We got the main one here. Leave a like and subscribe. And due to the overwhelming majority, you helped me with this Patreon graphic. We got rid of that little backlog there. And of course, Bachelor Nation news. So, we're ready to go. We're doing it. I got my chat lined up. Gabby's in Germany. Checking in from Germany. Natalie says, you're definitely a Taurus. Oh, what a Gemini thing to say. I don't know. You're a Pisces. What a Pisces thing to say. I don't get it. I don't know what they mean. I just know what I am. I stick with it. And that's all I do. Well, let's see. I've got some news we'll get into today. I guess I can show you this. See if I can go. Oh, look at that. Even this works. Wow. Everything's working. Can you believe it? Don't jinx it, Dave. So I was able to figure out how to do the picture-in-picture. So we'll talk about Brendan Moraes, and Piper James. I'll tell you what, though. I have texted Josh from Boston to see what he has to say about Piper dating a different Bostonian, but I haven't heard about it. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what the deal is here. Let me make sure I'm synced up and ready to go for your voicemails. If you want to call in, 401-213-9828. I think we're good to go. I think we're kind of ready for this season. What do you guys think? Are you guys ready for this season? Plum's mom, hey, less than a week away. Hey, that rhymed. Hey, less than a week away. We want to see Katie get slayed in the bedroom. I don't know. Yolande says, loved your podcast with Justin. Well, thank you so much. Yes, I was on Justin Takes the Batch. We had a nice conversation. We had to stop the convo at like 90 minutes. I was like, bro, I got to go. We recorded on Monday. So you can go check out Justin Takes the Batch. I think we're boyfriend and boyfriend now. I think we're official. Power recapper. Jay Cards wants the power. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, here's the deal. If I do a power recapper button, which by all means I would, but if I do a power recapper button and someone's new to my channel, they're going to be like, what the hell's going on here? And I'm just like, ladies and gentlemen, it's power recapper Dave Neal bringing you the recap nobody asked for. What's that? A new member? Oh, what's that? They already stopped watching? Okay, so we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, maybe if I get a power, it would be nice if I could get like a cape. Like if I stood right here and like in the background there was a cape just like flapping its wings. That'd be good. Power recapper, the old PR. You know. Tasha and I gave up eating meat. We're not eating meat, and I'm only 3 days in, but I weighed myself yesterday, and even on day 3 of my diet, no, I weighed myself this morning. On day 3 of my diet, I weigh more than I've ever weighed in my life. And look, I'm not here for any compliments or shame or anything in between, but the point is that's got to go. So that's got to go. We got to get rid of that, and we're going to do that. And Tasha and I are going to be leaving the country. Oh no, what about your recaps, Dave? What's going to go on? Don't think I'm not bringing my live stream setup with me to another country. In a rainforest? Maybe. We will be in the middle of not here for the first time in a long time. As you guys might know, my fiance loves to travel. I do too. Love to travel, but we haven't been able to. We've been locked in for the last year and a half for the most part. We've gone to a few little places in the country, but we're getting out. We're going. So it'll be fun to talk about. I'm not going to tell you what the dates are, but when the time comes, when I got to get out, instead of making like 3 videos a day, I might make 1 or 2. Okay, so I'm just going to need you guys to focus on the content I do make so I don't, drink a bunch of daiquiris because I feel like I'm not... Costa Rica, very close. Ecuador, very, very close. You guys are very... I'm not going to say where I'm going for fear of jinxing it, but you guys are very close. Eldog says, Dave, you look great, and let me know if you need ab workouts. I am obsessed. Yeah, I need a lot of things, and ab workouts is one of them. But yeah, I feel like... oh, Gabby, you tried my voicemail number and it didn't work. It must be an international thing. Try the WhatsApp number if you didn't, if you still want. We'll get into a voicemail in a second. I've got a video where we'll talk about, of course, this new relationship. We'll talk about David Spade and Chris Harrison. We'll get into a few different things, but we're gonna hang tight for a minute. We're gonna let the crowd populate. Let's see. Where's my? I don't even know where my graphics are. I'm seeing 32 thumbs up. Let's see how many people we have in the chat. It looks like we have 89 in the chat. So if you don't mind bumping your Harry on top of that L button, we'd appreciate that. Or else they might take away my power recapper stats. You can't be a power recapper if you only have 32 thumbs up. Let me tell you about that. So how's everyone doing out there? Is everyone doing all right? Sarai left a voicemail. I saw it. Oz, how are you, my man? Asks how the veggies are. You know, it's not bad. We got an air fryer. I made some sweet potato French fries. You know, just cut up the sweet potatoes. Been doing lots of salad. Last night, well, we had a journey yesterday. If you're not following me on the other content, the other platforms, Tosh wanted to go get a new couch. Now we just got a couch for our living room. The studio is also a like guest room, which we don't have much space for this. We don't have it all. But we had basically 81 inches wide to put a small like queen size or love seat sized pull out couch for when we have family in town. So that's what she wanted to do. But the place she wanted to get this couch from, West Elm Outlet, is an outlet store. West Elm. I mean, it was a nice couch. It was very expensive. But it was 2 hours away, but with traffic even more than 2 hours. And we needed a truck. So I had to go rent a truck at Enterprise. And as I go renting the truck, it breaks that David Spade is the next host of The Bachelor in Paradise. And I said, I'm gonna have to recap this in a parking garage because people are gonna want answers. So I did that. I recapped it in a parking garage. It didn't turn out good. Turns out we needed to get moving straps back at our place. I said, listen, go make yourself some vegan tacos, you know, with the little Wakima, whatever the hell it's called, taco shells. I said, go make some vegan tacos for us. Give me 10 minutes. I'm going to get this recap up. I'm going to get this breaking news up. You know, when news breaks, we break it. So I'm going to get that. I'm gonna get that up. I did that on the fly. We got it going. I posted the bad version of the David Spade breaking news story on my Patreon. So it's over there if you want to go watch it. I just didn't feel like for new people that they would have enjoyed it at all. So, yeah, so anyway, we drive 2 hours in this rental truck we had to get, not knowing if the couch was still there. They wouldn't hold it for us, none of that stuff. We get there, the couch is 5 inches bigger than they said. Now, it isn't too often, ladies are disappointed when things are a little bigger than expected, but the point is that we were like, all right, well, if we move a few things around and say some mantras, maybe we could get this to fit. So we buy the couch. It comes with this ottoman, a $700 ottoman. We don't want the ottoman, but we had to get the ottoman to come with the couch. We go, all right, we'll just try to resell it or something. So we're driving home. We're 5 minutes away from home. And we go, Tasha goes, wait a second. How are we going to fit this couch? It's a very narrow doorway we have here. There's objects in the way. And I go, oh my gosh, this couch is not going to fit inside our home. And it's still wrapped up. It's still outside. And tonight we're going to figure out if we're going to fit this couch inside. Let me tell you something. I don't know what's going to happen. We can't return it. We dropped it. It's very heavy. It's a pull-out couch. Pull-out couches are the worst. I didn't want to get this. I wanted a flippin' bang. I usually call it a flippin' F. I'm not going to say it. But, back in college, she called it a flippin' fluke. You know what I mean? And it was like a three-piece cushion. You would whip it out and sleep on it. The irony is you would never actually bang on it because you were probably... crashing with the friends. And anyway, you weren't that successful, so you would end up passing out on it. But it was still called a flippin' fluke. Flippin' flukenugan. And I dropped it. It was heavy, the pull-out couch. And we accidentally, on the cement, busted a corner of it. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it did, but it was a little heartbreaking after a 5-hour excursion to buy a couch that was way more expensive than we needed to get. That's not going to fit. By the way, it's white. Okay, we got a white couch. I'm not here to cancel white couches, but they stain pretty easily. Kim just pledged... Hold on. We have breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Kim just pledged $8 on the Patreon. Thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate you so much. Judy, Kate, and Sharon. Shout out to everyone else. Catherine, who's on the Patreon. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for that. I would love to get an updated graphic when like a nice little P shows up when someone joins the Patreon. But thank you for that so much. Jessica says they have a huge beanbag chair that turns into a beanbag bed. I forget the brand, but it looks awesome. Jessica Lee, that's what I wanted to get. You and I should have gotten married, okay? No offense, Tasha. But that's exactly what I wanted to get. Let me see the beanbag bed. Yeah, it's like $400. It's a beanbag. Oh, I see it right now. This is it. Right? It's the love sack. Boy, nothing says getting lucky like a love sack. It's something like this, right? It's a beanbag, but then when you pull a couple of things off, you take it out, and it turns into like a just... this one's a little expensive, but they make them for like $500-$600. These beanbags. Yeah, absolutely. Should have gotten a beanbag. Erica Powley, cancel white couches. White couches' lives don't matter. Get them out. They stain too easily. Jess said pivot. Oh my gosh, Jess. Tasha and I have been yelling this from Friends. We were watching the Friends reunion. Pivot! Pivot! Listen, it's going to take more than pivoting to get that couch in here, but we're gonna vlog it. We're going to see what happens. But we left it outside because we were like, we couldn't deal with it last night. It was like 11 p.m. It was like, no, let's not deal with this. We're going to have to move a lot of things. I don't know. Well, but anyway, it's going to be going in my studio, so I don't know where it's going to fit. But I think what I'm going to try to do is get a 2-camera setup so I can have this camera on me and then a second camera on the couch. So when Tasha comes in or whenever I have guests over, I can just go back and forth and do like a split screen. So we're always trying to improve things for you guys. But women be shopping. Women be shopping. I'm like, what are you doing in there? Gabby asked if my voicemail is the same as the WhatsApp. It is not, Gabby. I'm going to message you. Let's see. Let me tell you in a second. Let me look up my WhatsApp here. I never use my WhatsApp, but my WhatsApp is... I thought I had it. I guess I can tell you. Here's my WhatsApp. I think it's... That's my WhatsApp. Jessica Lee says, leaving a couch outside with your record of stolen car batteries, you're asking for a robbery. Well, I moved and I have a backyard that locks now. And but yes, you're right. Listen, if a thief could have stolen this couch, I would have been like, can you help me move it in? Because like clearly they're stronger than I am. Sarai loves dark blue couches. Listen, let me tell you something. A lot of us are older. You know, you get hooked. We've been around the block. You end up just having sex in a bed, right? That for the most part, you have sex in a bed. But remember the days when like you're just on a friend's couch, you were out drinking, you meet somebody. You know, it's one of those couches where the spring just sticking up because it's like a 12-year-old couch, and there's no, just me. All right, what's the dialing code? I don't know. It's 01. I guess that's 01. Sharon from Central Valley here. My husband Mark and I were in your neck of the woods over the Memorial Day holiday. Oh, you should have said hi. We didn't do too much, to be honest. By the way, I unbanned everyone that I accidentally banned. There were some people that I accidentally banned. Cav says, Dave, please let me know if you are going to reveal spoilers for Katie's season. I wanted to keep it a surprise. She chooses. No, I'm kidding. Yes, if we talk spoilers, I will make sure to announce it. I will have to get a spoiler button. I don't have a spoiler button, but I'll make sure to get one. Should I do this until more people like the video? Oh, look, we got 54 likes and 111 in the chat. Let me ask you guys, be honest. Does this look professional? Because it only took me a couple minutes to make this. So I can add, what I want to do is add it. I want to make it so it slides in, but to be honest, I didn't have that capability yet. I'm still figuring it out. But let me know if you like this. Of course, that's L-Dog's graphic right there. Yeah, I'll give as many warnings, especially, in the live stream in the chat room. I will try to remind people not to, not to spoil anything. Once something's in the chat, we'll try to delete it as quick as possible. But of course, we try to keep things spoil free. When it comes to the after episode live streams, we will be talking about that episode. So if you didn't catch up on Monday's episode, don't watch the Monday evening live stream. Anyway, I think we got that all. Young Dave sounds wild. What does that mean? Young Dave sounds wild. I don't understand what that means, but let me know. Oh, you mean in the couch? Well, I mean, it wasn't not wild, but like, you never stayed with a friend and had to sleep on the couch, and then you meet somebody and they're like, all right, which room's yours? And you're like, we're on the couch. we're bunking up on the couch tonight there, Samantha. Sorry, I was reading the comments. Weirdest place for me. Oh, you want to play that game? Sarai says weirdest place for her, a football field. All right, there we go. The more you know. I think I got a button for that, right? Ladies and gentlemen, Sarai likes to chase after those cleats, if you know what I mean. All right. Good to know here. All right, let's get into your voicemails then. What better way to lead in than that? Alrighty. It's do. All right, we got a couple voicemails. Let's open it up with Oz, of course. Give it up for the moderator himself. Oz, man. All right, let's play it here. Let's see if it's set up. Nope, it's not. Hold on a second here. Hold on. I'm trying to get the flow down here, and I wasn't set up. Of all the things I needed to do, the one thing I didn't do was set up the old Bluetooth here. I think that's it right there. Hit that button, and let's hear from Oz. Kick it off, my man. I'm talking slow so I can figure it out. Here we go.
4 days away from the premiere of Katie's season.
Woo!
How exciting. And also, I'm excited about them bringing on the comedic stylings of one David Spade. He's not quite on the Mount Rushmore of comedians, but he's pretty close. And he's a super fan as well. And they definitely have a plethora of people to choose from on Bachelor in Paradise because they're not doing it for a couple of years because of the pandemic. So they'll have a lot of people to choose from Ivan, Kelsey, Spencer, to like a lot of people. So I'm looking forward to it. And keep it safe in the chat, everyone, and we'll catch you on the other side. Okay, bye.
Oz, the sheriff. All right, so I sent Katie a quick well wish. I said, I hope you're well, and I said, how you good? And she said, yeah. She watched the first episode. She was a little nervous, and she's really excited. I think she's really excited. What's so funny is, well, I told, not to say, I'll share as much as I can now, but I shared a lot more on the Patreon that I just released. If you guys want to watch that later, I shared the one thing I asked of Katie, and I shared her response. So it's not a spoiler on the season, but you know, I make it very clear. Like what's been weird, and this isn't name dropping. This is just these are the people in our small little community. But I've had a major past lead DM me asking to get on the phone with them, and we talked for half an hour. Things I'm not going to share with you yet. And of course I have had other people, Pilot Pete, some others that have reached out just to say, hey, funny stuff, keep it up, you know. And with Katie, that circumstance is a little different because here's the thing. I liked her before she ever reached out to me. So, you know, sometimes what I'll do is I'll tell you this, and then if you want more of it, you got to go to the Patreon because, you know, in case she's hanging out and watching, I don't want it to look like I'm oversharing. Once in a while, if I'm commenting or talking to Tasha about something, I'll tag someone else. So Katie, actually, if I remember correctly, but way before she was Bachelorette, no. You know what? This was during the Woman Tell All. All right, hang on. I'm trying to remember it all. This is during the Woman Tell All. Katie made like a TikTok video of her biting into like hard ramen noodles, like she hadn't boiled them yet. And Tasha loves ramen noodles. So I showed Tasha that video, and then we did a screen grab. I was like, would you try this? She's like, that looks crazy. I've never done that before, or whatever. I don't remember what it was, but I tagged Katie in it, you know, not expecting her to respond, but also like, I don't reach out to the Bachelor people unless I really like them, or there's a very specific, like Jason Foster, who went to University of Rhode Island. I was like, hey, Rhody Rams, you know. I went there too. I also have student debt. Yay. But I tagged her in it, and she responded and like saying something, and we chatted for a minute, and she goes, you know, what's funny is like, when we weren't allowed to use our cell phones, I could only use YouTube. And I was like, who's this guy talking about me? You know, cause I make very specific videos. So instead of, you know, imagine scrolling through 20 Bachelor recap videos, and it's like Bachelor recap episode 2, Bachelor recap episode 4, and then mine is like super specific. Should we talk to Gabby? Is this Gabby calling? Let's see if we can get right in. I know you were trying to get a voicemail, but I put you straight to audio. Is this Gabby speaking? Oh. Hello? Anyone there? Can anyone hear me? You're live on the air. Hello? Who's area code 49 or country code 49? Hello? No one there? All right, I hung up on him. I did a surprise answer. I know people get scared when I do that. Did I scare you? Anyway, point of the story was she said they were doing the Women Tell All, and she wasn't allowed to, you know, didn't have her cell phone on her, but they had whatever they had on their TVs that could watch YouTube videos. You know, they're probably quarantining for like a weekend or a week, so, you know, clearly bored, and, you know, you scroll through the Bachelor recap, see what people are saying, and then mine's like, you know, following Dale and Clare. Like mine's like very specific. So like I might have made one. You know what I did? I made one about Katie when she did that crapped her pants TikTok video, and I made like an appreciation video. So it's no surprise that when you make very specific videos to people that aren't like famous or celebrities, that they're going to watch it. So she said, I actually, I think that's when she started watching. And it was at the same time that a lot of other people were starting to get recommended my content. So because of that, I think a lot of Bachelor people that would have never seen my content, because I wasn't one of like the top 4, top 5, started to see it. So, so there was kind of like I don't know, maybe she just got my sense of humor. All right, so I guess the whole chat room's talking about Sarai's sex life, which is fine, by all means. Natalie says, oh, girl, I've been there. In my wild days, I rode my ex while he was driving. Wild. Wow. Hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, what's that? In the chat room needs to be hosed down. Can we get the sheriff here to hose down the chat room? Can somebody please call the water? Holy cow, guys. All right. Sarai says, we've all been there. Boy. We sure have. Oz says, was the call dropped? Maybe the call didn't go through. Yeah, I thought that was Germany there. I thought we were talking to Germany. Let's see what we got over here in Minnesota. Let's check out Minnesota.
Dave, this is Miss Ann from Minnesota,
Hey,
and
Miss
I'm
Ann.
just calling really quickly to say I wish everyone a very lovely, lovely Memorial Day evening. And it's beautiful in Minnesota, and I'm going to go and watch the sunset.
Oh, how kind. Thank you so
nice
much,
evening.
Miss Anna.
Bye-bye.
I appreciate that. Sorry. Oh, I'm playing that late. You sent that on Monday. Sorry. I'm just seeing some of these now. Let's go to Bailey from Pennsylvania and see what she has to say. Bailey lives near Nemacolin.
Hi, Dave. This is Bailey calling from Pennsylvania. I'm nowhere near the Nemacolin Resort from that season.
Oh, nowhere near.
I'm from southern Pennsylvania. Anyways, love your YouTube channel. And I was just thinking about, Katie's upcoming season. I think Tasha and the other girl, I think her name is Caitlin, I think they're going to be great hosts. However, I'm probably not going to watch this season because the whole Bachelor franchise and Bachelor Nation just left a really nasty taste in my mouth after all the Matt James drama and Rachael Kirkconnell. So probably not going to watch it, but I'll definitely watch your channel for updates on the season. Also, and thanks for always responding to my DMs. All right, bye.
Bailey, everybody. Listen, Bailey, you're not alone. And it's not as simple as saying, oh, I'm going to cancel Bachelor because this, or I'm going to cancel that because that. We live in a time that's so heightened with how we react to things, with what side we take. And I can understand that it's frustrating when you just want the luxury to talk things out. And not everyone has that luxury. Like a lot of people, a lot has crossed the threshold where people don't want to go back to the way things were. The pandemic, the consistent racial sort of gap there when it comes to police brutality. There's so many different things that people are just fed up with. And a lot of people, a majority of our country, can just turn a blind eye and it doesn't matter to them. It's just not, So like I totally understand saying, oh my gosh, like this is ridiculous, the woke culture, the this or that. I empathize with that. I understand that. There's also people that go, we need to figure this out. And Chris Harrison represents X, Y, and Z. Now, I think that's also, to a degree, misaligned because the problem is way deeper than Chris Harrison. The problem is a show that has not adequately been inclusive in different ways. So they go, oh, but we brought Jubilee on the show. She's a Marine. She's black. Don't you guys love Jubilee? Yeah, and it's like that's not a diversity of thought. That's not a diversity of producers and writers and crew. So I understand that people that go, no. You don't just apologize twice and it goes back to normal. With that said, I think the solution always is communication. And ABC, Bachelor, their PR people, I don't think they've got Chris Harrison's best interest. I don't think they've got your best interest or my best interest. I think they're just trying to do the least they can now to protect themselves from all the chaos that's gone on. And I think that's a disservice to all of us. I think they need to have, it was almost like, oh, Bachelor, you want to bring in Emmanuel Acho to have a difficult conversation with Rachel Lindsay? Why don't we do an episode where the Bachelor producers sit on the couch with Emmanuel Acho and other members of different minority communities? It's too far gone that they get to be behind the camera and not judged for their actions within all of this. I think that pretty much nails it. Okay. So I understand the people that don't want him back, and I understand the people that do want him back. I think there can be a solution where and again, you can decide not to watch a show, call it boycotting, call it just being over the drama, whatever it may be. But I think there's a solution that's both that where you don't have to boycott. But then again, the ultimate decision you can make is to vote with your dollar. And if you don't want to watch the show because how they botched the situation, that's a repercussion they have to have. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for the phone call, though. I really appreciate it.
Hi, Dave. This is Liz from Orlando. Miss Liz on YouTube. I used to be Miss Lola Liz, but that sounded too strippery. I have gone through a heartbreak recently,
Oh, no.
and I was wondering if you have any advice. Thanks. Love your lives. Can't wait. Bye.
We're going to help you out. Advice on a heartbreak. Well, the best thing you can do, the best revenge you can give anyone. Hold on, I'm going to look this up. Best revenge you can ever give anybody is to just live your best life. And it might sound a little insane. It might sound a little simplistic, but the best advice you can give is to improve yourself. And a lot of times we get lost in a relationship and we lose our identity. We lose who we are. I search for revenge quotes. The best revenge is to improve yourself. You know, we go, oh, you know, Steve loves kickball, so on Wednesdays we do kickball. But Julie, I thought on Wednesdays you did book club. No, I quit book club so I can support Steve at kickball. No, go back to your book club. Do what makes you happy. And I'm not saying, you know, a relationship means the other person's an enemy, but a relationship, you know, sometimes you give, and you forget how thirsty you are. So work on that thirst. And don't worry about who's coming next. Don't worry about your age. Don't worry about all these different things. Work on yourself. The quicker, and there's no rush, but the quicker you can make the realizations you need to make to be your authentic self, to be the most vibrant version of you, the quicker someone will see that and go, I want Julie. Julie's in a book club. And that's amazing. You know what? I don't know. Whatever you can do, take care of yourself. You could find a guy who needs to be mothered and codependency and this and that, but that's just going to lead to a lot of the same problems. I know I'm projecting here. You didn't say what your problems were with your breakup, but if you can just take care of yourself, everything else will work itself out. And who wouldn't want to hang out with you on your ride, on your journey, if it's living your best life? I know that's hard to say, and I'll say this, a lot of people like physical things you can do. On the physical things you can do, this is the beauty of breakups, is that like sometimes you get so sad or whatever that sometimes you switch things up. Get out of bed. Get out. Make sure you're not, holed up inside. Take yourself away from too much still time where you can ruminate. A lot of times, if you have like too much free time, then you can obsess over like, well, why did he say that? Well, it ended this way, and look at the text. Everyone, look at the text. Everyone get over here and look at that. He said, have a nice life, but he also said ... Does that mean have a nice life, like maybe I'll be a part of it? Or does that mean like have a nice life, like go F yourself, have a nice life? Well, I say, take Sarai's advice. Go find a football field. Yeah, you like that inspirational music? It's on random. Hey, Gabby with a super chat. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Gabby says, hi from Germany. I tried to call, but call dropped. I'll try again. Trying to hide somewhere. It's 1:30 a.m. Everyone's sleeping around my house. Yeah, feel free to call in. I won't answer this time. Maybe I messed it up. But yeah, take I'm sure the comment sections have better advice. So let's see what they said. Heartbreak is one of the best teachers. Be patient with yourself. Feel the feels and move on as soon as you are able. You'll know when the time is right to step out again. And it's important to get rid of whatever triggers you had in common. Like, if he loved Harry Potter, like, don't watch Harry Potter. Like, get away from the things that might make you remind yourself of him, and just focus on being fresh and new. And I love the idea that the atoms that make up our body, they're not. I'm 36. My body is not 36. You're constantly building and refreshing and scrubbing off the old. So if someone can't come along with you on this journey, you might need to get a haircut and get your nails done. And I mean, it sounds like weird to say, but you might need to literally scrub yourself as much as possible from that life. You'll still have your memories. You're not trying to abandon those, but what you're trying to do is spend moment by moment just being as present as possible about who you are in the now and who you are moving forward. And if that means you got to go on a couple dates by yourself, go absolutely. Get out there. If all of your friends are married and staying at home and whatever, then you might need to go meet some new people. You might need to go find some people that want to go out and do new things. Kyla says, I just started trying to date again now that I'm vaccinated. Ugh, it's so tiring. I hear you. Just hang in there. We can all take the same advice. Janine says, don't watch Harry Potter. That's awful advice. Yeah, well, okay. Need to send Dave money for this therapist session. Yeah, $50 an hour. I'm kidding. What else we got here? Kimberly says, focus on yourself and know your worth. Yeah, like I've had bad jobs before, and you can have a bad job that doesn't value you, and it doesn't mean that they're wrong. It doesn't mean that they're wrong, okay? A bad job that doesn't value you doesn't mean that they're wrong. It means you're not doing the job that you're meant to do. So if you're with somebody and they only see the version of you that's drained and exhausted and not as happy as you could be, that doesn't mean you failed them. That means they got the version of you that wasn't meant for them. So it's just not the good version. So as much as it stings to go through a breakup, if somebody's not willing to ride or die with you, then that's just not who you want anyway. And in some ways, show that gratitude and that thanks that they were able to see that before you were. And that unleashes the shackles to let you move forward. You know what I mean? I really appreciate your vulnerability in calling. You know, it's always blows my mind when we get a nice call. My phone line's open, so if anyone wants to call in, go for it. In a second, in a couple minutes, or do you want to go into the Brandon? Let's go into this story now. Let me just see if I can cue my cards up here. But yeah, if anyone wants to call in, now is the chance. You can go ahead and do that. Let's see if we got anyone else. Dating is tiring. I'm content with a single life. It's hard work to date. Yeah, I mean, just be happy. Whatever it is. Some people are happy in a relationship. Some are happy single. Yeah, Erica, you learn a lot and you're thankful for it. Music seems a tad loud. Is the music loud? Let me check the sounds because I know we had this problem before. So if the music is too loud, I want to be the first one to fix it. It says all of my sound is coming from the Rodecaster. So I don't think it's my end, but I will make sure my levels are close. But thank you so much, Natalie. Let me know. A new haircut is always a good go-to. Yeah, and you might just want to get on Tinder or Bumble and just start flirting with new people. Because, and again, be healthy. Don't just throw, your rebound into someone else's face. But you might want some validation. You might want to dress sexy and update some photos online or whatever it may be, But you release oxytocin when you're in a relationship. It's called the commitment molecule. You release it when you breastfeed, when you hug, when you get a compliment, when you get a super chat. Get a super chat, dump a lot of oxytocin all over you. So it doesn't hurt to put yourself in situations that provides you that newfound appreciation. And you might get that from some being on Tinder or chatting with some people. I've heard of so many people that are a younger guy hits on them and it's damn, this 22-year-old hit on me. I'm a mom, but it's still kind of got it. It goes both ways. I got a bit in my stand-up act about, I got a bit where Tasha and I talk about getting hit on. And if I got hit on by a younger woman, what it feels like. And it's not about wanting to be with that person. And it doesn't, and I'm using age as an example because in her scenario, she got hit on by these teenage guys and she was like, what's the big deal? And I was like, getting hit on by I've been trying to get hit on since I was in junior prom, so the idea is that it's that affirmation we seek, right? It's just being all right, got it. I got a bit about a guy hitting on me at the gym and being come on, Dave, doing all right. It's just, I think we can all agree. We understand. Every 8 years, your body will shed all of its skin cells. Natalie says. So there will be a time in your life where they never have touched you. This was always comforting to me. Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to say. You just said it nicer. Absolutely. Yeah. So the more you can change the way you think, the more the way you think changes. Does that make sense? What was it? Einstein, right? Who said the biggest decision you need to make in life is to decide if you live in a happy world or a hostile world. And again, in a relationship, sometimes you start seeing the world in a different way and you need a fresh start to go, oh man, I am enough. It looks like that is Gabby calling, but I'm going to let it go to voicemail so I don't scare her. Sarah Winks says, yes, when he pulls up the screen, the music gets louder than when he is Oh, so this is louder, right? Okay, so let's see if I can figure that out. Okay, no, you're right. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out a way to mute this. Hold on a second. So this happened last time. Okay, system audio's muted. Okay, yeah, there's an issue with the picture-in-picture. Thank you so much for letting me know that because I can't hear that on my end, so I appreciate that. Thank you for that heads up. So it should be the same now on both sides, right? I feel like, both sides should be the same right now. And there it is. Okay. Tasha, you home? Thought I heard Tasha. Tasha? No, okay. Tasha's home soon. We got a lot of work to do tonight. Oh my gosh, are we going to be busy? We got a lot to do tonight. All right, we're going to, sorry that it looks like I'm a little behind on this chat. My old setup, the chat would automatically refresh to the front, but it turns out I'm a few minutes behind, so I apologize. Karen Anderson, I just saw your super chat. Thank you so much. I didn't make it until the end, but just dropping in to say you rock. I have no doubt you'll be one of the top Bachelor channels in no time. Well, thank you so. I mean, listen, to be quite honest, and it's no offense to anybody in the Bachelor community. I enjoy chatting with you guys, but it's really just a front. It's all just a front for us to talk about life. The Bachelor is just a water cooler. That's where we show up. So my goal is to blow my channel up to a size where it no longer needs to be about the Bachelor and it doesn't mean I'm not grateful for the community. It's just in YouTube, you niche down to a certain size, you divide it and you conquer. And I'm trying to create a vibe where we can hang out on any day of the week. It doesn't have to be after a Bachelor live stream. And you know what? I've thought very much about doing more live streams because people do show up. So if I can continue to get a good amount of people to show up to live streams on, say, a Wednesday and a Friday and a whatever, maybe I'll start doing more of them. But in the meantime, I'm not going to overdo it with people. I may be doing this 4 p.m. pre-episode live stream on Mondays and the late one. I might do both because it takes the same amount of effort to turn the screens on, and it's kind of like show prep for me to be doing that. So I may be doing both. Anyway, let's get back to the beginning here in a second. Francine says, Dave, you're so good at the relationship codependency stuff. Highly recommend seeing if people tune in when you do this stuff. Yeah, well, I mean, I've read a lot about it. I've got my own codependency issues. I am a people pleaser, and I would prefer to not feel that way. I'd prefer to make my own decisions and not feel like, all that jazz. But, we are who we are, and we can't apologize for it. We can just try to improve. Sarai with a super chat. Thank you so much for Sarai. You always give great dating advice. Don't forget my voicemail. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get to your voicemail. I'll read the rest. Sarai, how did I miss your voicemail? What time did you call in here? I can't see it, Pam. Here. Oh, I got you. I think this is Sarai.
Dave, it's Sarai. I just want to give you a quick update on Mark. We're hoping maybe within the next week and a half, it's the 14th, so that's like about 2 weeks, for him to come over to me, as opposed to me going to him. So the first 2 dates that we had, the hangout, the hookup, whatever you call it, he came out to Napa from Daly City, where he lives.
Nice.
And then the third time we hung out, aka hookup, banged to Harrison, bumped to Harrison.
Banged
I went out to see him. So my intention was the first time he came out to me, second time he did, and then I thought, okay, just to be fair, the last 2 times I would, but our schedules for this next time just doesn't always go the way you want. So we're hoping within the next 2 weeks. And he said, we'll make it happen. We'll make it work. So at least he's on board. But yeah, that's really it. That guy, the other guy, I don't remember his name. But he did text me, but I was hanging out with my best friend and she came first. And I get busy, so I forget about it. And anyway, I'll see you in the chat. Bye.
Sarai, thank you for the heads ups. We have Sarai here, making the guy come to you, making him work for it, which is good. It's men like an investment. It's like the more you can put the product in someone's hand and make them kind of like see what it's all about, whatever that product may be, the more investment they're going to have. So the more time he spends driving to you, even if you don't want him to come to you, and I'm not saying this to manipulate him, this and that, but it's like when you go out to dinner, you're on your A game. When you get it delivered to you, you're like, you're just a slop on the couch, whatever. That was some bad advice, but I hope you understand what I'm saying here. Lay-in over here, let me pull this up, says, do you ever feel burnout making these videos? Any advice? Are you asking for advice for your channel when it comes to making videos, or what? Because what I've kind of learned to do is just make my videos in a way that is very specifically fast. So I don't prepare and I don't have as much post-production as some others might have when it comes to making the content. With that said, do I get burned out? Yeah, but not to a crazy amount. Like some days are busier than others, but for the most part, once you start following the stories, it's, you know what it is? It's like if you've studied all your notes in class and then you get a pop quiz. You're like, all right, I'll take the pop quiz. I know everything. I know a lot about these relationships, so I don't have to read up on them. It's like, okay, we're going to continue the story about Rachael Kirkconnell. Well, we've talked about a lot. Oh, Colton Underwood's, place a tracker underneath the trunk of his, we'll talk about these things a lot. So the actual conversation I'm having with you guys isn't exhausting. The slowest part is post-production, making the thumbnails, but those are so important. They might not look like a lot of work, but every thumbnail, the higher you can, the more chance you can get someone to click on a video, the more YouTube will promote it. So like some videos, it's just through the roof because YouTube's like, oh, people want to watch this. That original Colton Underwood video when I had his TMZ report and I showed some of the comments the text messages, that was insane. I mean, everyone and their mother clicked on that one. And that's just kind of what it comes down to, is like creating content in your niche that people will click on. And the thumbnail is very, very important. Probably the most important thing. Boy, I feel like I'm very far behind on comments. Dave can't leave a voicemail, just rings and then drops. Oh, Gabby, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to figure that out. I apologize for that. Tasha just texted me. What do you want from Starbucks? Oh, nice. Grande coconut milk with coconut milk. Yes, Tasha's bringing Starbucks. It's a good day. Tasha knows we got a lot of work to do. She needs to fuel me up so we can get it done. All right. So, more super chats. Natalie sent a Canadian 20. Thank you so much. You really are great at what you do. Really enjoy your channel. You and Tasha are very motivating and relatable. Thank you. Oh, Natalie. Well, that's very kind. That's very kind. We struggle a lot with how we communicate. We aren't perfect. There are plenty of days where she, wants something, and my love language is like providing for her in a way where I'm like, well, I can make 5 videos and make more money, or I can make 3 videos and go do yoga with Tasha because she wants time together. So for me, if it was up to me, I would be like a psycho in this room nonstop. But that's just because that's like where I value, and it doesn't mean I'm right. It means you gotta know, all right, what does she need? Okay, well, she likes what I do, but she also needs her attention and her time because she doesn't get that as much at work because she's like a freelancer, so she doesn't get to hang out at work and emotionally connect with people. She kind of goes bop, 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 and so she comes home and she's like, hug me, and it's like, all right, of course, absolutely. And because our schedules are so different, there are plenty of days when we're just not on the same page. But, we've learned so much about each other that it's not just like, oh, my girl's an asshole because she wants to hang out with me. It's like, oh, is that the worst thing? So we've learned how to sacrifice and just find a way to take care of each other, rub each other's back. I might have to just skip. Sorry, there were so many. Oh, it looks like I'm up to date now. I am up to date on the comments here. Let me stop from the voicemails and get into this video. So I'm going to just play, I'm going to get, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away, just give me a second here, folks. I'm going to take this away so I can make a quick video here. And this will be my morning video tomorrow. So one of the things I've been doing on the live streams, and there are bigger YouTube channels that do this where they have multiple producers, but I have to kind of do it on the fly, is if I have a story I can report to you guys, I'll clip that up and it'll be my first story tomorrow morning. So I can release that at 7 a.m. as I'm waking up and I don't have to worry about getting that first story out. So this might be tomorrow morning story. So let's check this out. We have breaking news, a new Bachelor in Paradise couple. If you are watching this video Friday morning, happy Friday morning. This is Dave Neal here, power recapper of Bachelor Nation, and hello to all of my live stream people that have been checking this out on Thursday. Let's jump right into this video here. We have breaking news. Let me play the breaking news button. There it is. Breaking news, everybody. We've got a new Bachelor relationship. Hold on one second while I find this. Oh my gosh, can you believe who it is? We have Piper and, hold on folks, there it is. Piper James and the lovely Brendan Moraes. Am I pronouncing that right? Holy cow. I'm afraid for them to have children. They're going to be so gorgeous. What the hell is going on with it? They are beautiful people. So let's see if I can find, here it is. Here's the clip I was looking for. Bachelor Nation's Piper James and Brendan Moraes are dating. Let's call him Brendan. What would their name be? Piper and Brendan. Briper? Paiden. We'll have to figure that out. They're super into each other. Why wouldn't they? They're actually both fantastic humans from all I've seen. Very fantastic humans. Not just fantastic, but very good looking. So Bachelor Whatever has this story. I think it was on People originally, or Us Weekly. Who cares? Well, now we know they're definitely not going to paradise. Well, and that's what's kind of a tough scenario, is that if they were both single and went to paradise, they'd make somewhere around $600 a day. They would increase their engagement. They would be worth more as influencers and models and all that. But at the same time, sometimes a partnership is greater than the sum of its parts. Now, I don't mean that to say that they're not valuable as single people, but as a brand together, if they're going to be doing their thing, they could be worth something special. So let's read up on this story here. Another love connection made in Bachelor Nation. Piper, James, and Brendan, recently of The Bachelor and Bachelorette, respectively, are dating. That's it, folks. Breaking news. Piper and Brendan have been dating for a few weeks now. Wow, it's fresh. A source told Us Weekly exclusively of the new couple. Either he'll fly to New York and hang with her, or she'll fly to Boston to hang with him. She was most recently in Boston over Memorial Day weekend, and they were even spotted out in public together. And I'll tell you what, in Boston to New York, you can get like a $50 JetBlue flight. And if you get the commuter flight, it comes with a free beer. I am not kidding you, folks. So not a bad setup. Quick flight. You just bring your weekend bag. You don't even bring a carry-on, just a quick little bag. You go over there, you bump some Harrisons, you tell each other how beautiful you are. I mean, does not sound perfect? The model, 23, competed on Matt James' season of The Bachelor. What, they call her the model. What about him? Which aired earlier this year. She was eliminated in week 7 of the competition. For his part, the commercial roofer, 31, appeared on Claire Crowley's season of The Bachelorette and remained on the show after Tayshia Adams replaced her. He left in week 12 before his fantasy suite dates. I hate that they call him a roofer and her a model. Like, no, we'll get into it. I've got both of their portfolios. We'll check it out. To each their own. Though the duo didn't find love on TV, things seem to be working out off screen. Fans have spotted them out in Boston and New York City, but so far they're trying to stay low-key. They're keeping their relationship under wraps since they're trying to make it work long distance, and it's still new. They both are super into each other and are getting to know each other and are just having fun going on dates. The pair have mutual friends, the source added, noting that they hang out in the same Bachelor crowd. Yeah, doy. No doy. Listen, the point of this is, first of all, New York New York to Boston would be long distance if they were both working in corporate jobs, so they could only see each other from 5 p.m. on Friday to 8 a.m. on Monday. That's not the case. They're models, guys. Brendan, trust me when I say commercial roofing is not his be-all, end-all. Not to say there's a problem with that, but if you've watched my other videos recapping Jason Tartick's podcast, Trading Secrets, is that what it's called? Trading Secrets? He talks about how much money they can actually make as influencers and models, and it's pretty crazy pay. So we've got Brendan here. This is his page from Maggie. Now, I lived in Boston. Let me tell you something. Maggie is the be-all, end-all modeling agency for Boston. I mean, this guy's got abs we didn't even know existed right here, folks. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. What did I do? Hold on. Sorry, guys. There, I just zoomed in. I zoomed in so far into his abs, it showed me his soul. Okay, that's what happened. I was like, show me his abs. And they're like, how about his triceps? And I'm like, I'll bite on that one. Speaking of biting on it, there he is for the TB12 Tom Brady clinic right there. Oh, man. And you know what? He wasn't playing around when it came to Tayshia and Claire. He wasn't playing around. He was very family friendly. Janine in the comment section says, who is this Pepper Ann character? Well, I'll show you who Piper is, but I don't know. Maybe he's the salt to her pepper. We'll have to see. So we'll check this out. Yeah, this isn't the body, no offense to commercial roofers, but this is a man who's a professional model. Let's not call her whatever. I don't know what sort of angle they're trying to take, saying she's a professional model and he's a what? Like, oh my gosh. Do you know what it's like? Ladies, I don't know. For you, this is like if you watched a Victoria's Secret runway show and then you looked at yourself like, I feel bad looking at how beautiful he is. No, I'm doing okay. We should all appreciate our own beauty. But look at that. He's got clavicle muscle. Who's got muscle on their clavicles like that? What's happening here? You know what I mean? Oh, there it goes again. Anyway, folks, and then you've got Piper, not to be outdone here. Whoever paid the Piper, that's not it. Here's Piper. So Piper, this is, I don't know if this is 5'8". That's bigger than I thought. It says her Instagram has 52,000 subscribers, 52,000 followers. I'm guessing this is an old number. This must be a pre-Bachelorette, a pre-Bachelor number. So let's check up on her Instagram and see what that's worth. 71,000. I'm actually surprised. Let's give her a follow for old time's sake. I'm actually surprised she doesn't have more followers than 71,000. I mean, she's the it girl. She's one of the best from the season, right? She came off really well. As far as I know, she wasn't involved in any drama. They both were the same person in each of their seasons. They both were gorgeous on the inside and out. They had a great story. They didn't cause drama, and it just didn't work out for, who they were trying to date. Let's see if there's anything in her stories that can pick up on the relationship. Died today, she's doing the bike thing. Thriving, started my morning locking my keys in my home and forgetting an umbrella as it began pouring. Well, that'll do it to you. Okay, some little nail collab there. Cynthia Rowley, is she hanging out with Kit Keenan? Oh, look at that. She's hanging out with Belle from Beauty and the Beast, or whoever that is. Oh, it looks like... Now, look, I know she's a professional designer here, so I'm not here to critique her, but it looks like she's wearing my loofah. If someone could be like, hey, Dave, here's a loofah. Design a dress, I would be like, all right, just rip the loofah off and put it on her shoulders. But either way, not a bad look. And then there's Piper. So, all right, Piper's back in New York. She's dating Brendan. Does that mean they won't make an appearance on the show? No, it doesn't mean that. I mean, they've only been dating for a few weeks. It would definitely be a test to the relationship if they decided to go on the show. And maybe they could decide to go on the show and say, look, let's go on the show, and if we want to go on a date with someone else, we'll know we weren't into each other enough. Or we can go on the show and we can just see if our relationship prospers. I'd rather see Piper and Brendan go on the show and have it be known that they've met before and they already started dating. Like, I'd rather see their relationship work out under a palapa in Mexico than just a couple random people bashing Harrison's, right? Just for the fun of it. So we'll have to see, but that's the story. And I'm in on it. I'm there for him. We'll have to see what's next. But I guess the odds normally are against couples from the Bachelor Nation working out, but when it works out off camera, when they've both been able to like vet each other's personality in the sense, hold on, sorry, let me move this here. I'm still working on this new software. When Miss Liz says, was he ever a roofer? Yeah, I probably worked for his dad. He did roofing, but like we all did a lot of, We've all done like side gigs and worked for the family and did whatever we could to stay afloat. Chances are he's an actor, he's auditioning, he's doing modeling, and you do whatever job you can to get by. Yeah, Gabby says roofers are hard workers, they build muscle. Absolutely. But what he can do outside of the roofing world with his platform, listen, I'm from New England. I've worked outdoors. My stepdad owns a heating and air conditioning company. I know how much it sucks to work in a New England summer and how much it sucks to work in a New England winter. You get like 1 weekend, you get 1 week out of the year in early April and 1 week in late September, early October, where the weather's not really hot or really cold. He doesn't want to be a roofer. I'm just letting you know that. No one's like, well, I got into roofing because I wanted to be the change that you see within roofs. No, that's not a first choice. So it's not about working hard or not. It's about it's not going to happen. Sarah says she was slightly in the Mean Girls Club, but not as bad as others. I'll give her a pass. Brianna says women of color get less followers than Bachelor Nation. That's not a lie. That is statistically not a lie. So everyone go out there and give her a follow. What else do we have here? Oz says he's a model. He ain't no roofer. Yeah, I hear ya. The only roofing he's doing is when he lays down some shingle. Okay, I don't know. But anyway, folks, that's the story. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the legs on this relationship and if they have a chance to work it out. We'll have to see how it goes. All right, more content coming. All right, so let's get back into this. For those, let's see, of course, Oz, I got your PayPal right here. It is in the description of this video. I switched to the new software, so I didn't have that set up in advance, so I do apologize, but you can check that out right there. Leave him a nice donation for his time in working there as he molds together the sheriff's department known as the moderators here. Okay, so let's see. Let's go straight back to where we are now. So Oz thinks they'll both be on Paradise. I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that all goes. D's Nuts says Bree was the only contestant to ever have a real job. Well, I mean, like Jason Tartik worked as a banker. Trying to find a way to get these buttons back up here. And let me see if I add one of these here. Sorry, I'm just new to this, guys. That'll do. Maybe if I can add that live stream button. Oh, I'm actually really starting to like this software. I'm still kind of getting used to it. If anyone wants to call in, this is your shot. It's 5 o'clock. We're going to do 15 more minutes. We're going to round it out right now. Tasha's on her way home. Check out our Instagrams. We're going to be sharing all that's going on there. I got my Instagram right there at the bottom. There it is. And of course, if you haven't already, give a like and smash the Harrison on top of that like button. What else is going on? We got 141 in the chat, 88 likes in a downvote. Turns out that downvote doesn't matter. It really doesn't though. I was asked. Okay, so here's the deal. If you give me 2 seconds there, yeah, we're gonna add Sarah as a moderator, but what I have to do is I have to add it from YouTube. I can't add it from my software, so I'm gonna have to do that. If just hang tight, I'm gonna have to do that very slowly because the internet's slow when I'm broadcasting. So let me get to your voicemails here. Play a couple more voicemails, and we'll get that settled.
Hi, Dave. I'm Anya. I'm calling from Portland, Oregon.
Hi, Anya.
My question for you, you just kind of talked about in your live stream, getting over heartbreak. My question for you is, I'm in that boat sort of a while ago, went through heartbreak, and I'm now starting to date. Do you have any tips for getting back into the dating scene?
What?
Thanks so much.
I love these questions. I mean, come on. Getting dating advice from me is never a good thing. So let me just put a disclaimer there. Getting back into the dating world. So we're assuming you were in a heartbreak, but you've overcome that. You feel like you're ready to step yourself out there. I would say this. It's almost the same thing when you're looking for a job. When you're looking for a job, you're looking for a company that aligns with your core morals. You're not just looking for a job. Yeah, sure, you want to pay the bills. But when you're looking for a job, it's like, look, I used to love Under Armour. And I was like, I don't even know what job I want to do there. I just love their vibes. I love what they were all about. They make great products. They were started in a garage in Baltimore. And I was like, let's just search Under Armour and find out what jobs they have. Let's figure out if there's a way to get me in Under Armour. I think it's that way with dating. If you find out what you love about yourself. Find out what, oh my gosh, I love to travel. Oh my gosh, I love photography. I love people that have, this and that. And you start putting that together, and you don't have to look for all of these things in somebody, but just by recognizing within yourself what it is you value, I think you'll subconsciously attract that. It's like when you learn how to go skiing. They say, if you need to turn left on skis, don't physically try to turn left, just look left. And by looking left, you'll slowly shift your core and turn in that direction. And it's that way when it comes to the law of attractions. It's that way when you self-actualize. So, and it's not to say that you should go for someone who's just like you. So don't dismiss somebody that might have a different sort of vibe to them, but just see if you can match your parts like a puzzle piece together. I don't know. Could help. Let me know what you guys think. Anyone else in the comment section want to give some advice to her? I would gladly appreciate it there. All right, let's go to Brianna in Santa Cruz. Let's see what you have to say. Always good to hear from Brianna.
It's Brianna from Santa Cruz. I don't know if you're still giving dating advice or not, but I figured I'd call in and ask. So what's your advice for someone who is going on a date with a famous person? Do you admit that you've read multiple articles on them or that you know certain information about them, like their birthday, their social security number, etc.? Or do you just kind of play it cool and play it off like you're too cool for school and you don't know anything about them? Curious to hear your thoughts.
All right, this is a great and unrelatable question for the majority. Tasha, are you here? Oh, great. We got a question here. We're getting a lot of dating advice questions. I don't know if you want to help me tackle this one or not. Oh, this is great. Come on in here. Listen, oh, look at this. Doesn't this look great? I got the whole setup. Let me get rid of the voicemail number here. So,
I like your new background color. It's more teal.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got this, and then look, I got this one going there, which I have it on the wrong thing. But I got all these setups going, and Tasha's here. Hold on. Oh boy, I've hit too many buttons. This is what I do. I hit too many buttons right here. Hold on, Tasha. This is my foreplay. I just start hitting buttons. Just try to go after all the buttons till one of them makes her scowl. Okay. Just breathes on my neck. What did you get? Oh my gosh. No, we're not on a diet and you come home with this.
I asked him what had the least amount of sugar.
Yeah, right. Get back here. Hold on. All right. Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right. So isn't this a nice setup? We don't have to like hunch over each other. You don't have a chair, but you can stand. Just stand. So question we just got, again, people breaking up, getting back together. We had a question from someone who just called in and said, what's your advice if I'm going on a date with a famous person? Do I acknowledge that I know who they are? Do I not? And I was saying, well,
how did you meet them?
Yeah, I guess that's a good...
if you're going on a date, you probably already like either said hello in a coffee shop or a bar or something and decided to go on a date.
Yeah, that's a good question. How did you meet them? I
or
think...
if someone's setting you up, like obviously you realize like I feel like a blind date with a celebrity is a sort of unlikely scenario.
You know what I think's good? I think whatever questions you think you would ask somebody about their career, none of those. If you met...
Yeah, you can't be like, whoa, what'd you do?
if I met somebody after
How's your job?
If I met someone after a show and they go, what was it like the first time you did comedy? I'd be like, ugh. But if someone was like, hey, did you see that new UFO video? I'd be like, all right, let's go into UFO videos. So I think the best thing to do is to like either A, acknowledge what they do, but then don't let them open the door to talk about it. But I don't think it's a bad place to start by going, I loved, Heather's girlfriends has been in notable movies, and I've never brought it up to her. And I think it's like, if she wants to talk to me about the movies she's done, I think that's kind of cool and I'd love to. But at the same time, it's like, let's give you some space to like not be who the whole world thinks you are. So again, I don't think it's a bad idea to address the elephant in the room. I mean, if they're recognizable, that's one thing. But if you were also like, you've already been set up on the date, so clearly they're going to be, into you in somewhere. Alana says, Dave, get that lady a chair already. Hey, Tasha, want to hear some new sounds that I have here? Check this out here. Yeah, you do. Ash and Kirsten said, hey, everyone, perfect time to drop in. UFOs. Oh, Ash and Kirsten are new. So do you have any news you want to announce? Anything you want to announce? Because I've got a breaking news audio right here. Ladies and gentlemen, Tasha Courtney is hearing the breaking news audio for the first time. Enjoy that face of apathy as you see it right now. Enjoy that hard to please scowl she's got.
Is that no one else's eardrums being blown out?
I don't think so. All right, breaking news. The audio clip is too loud. There it is. Anyway, it's my voice is too loud. Yeah. So I told him the whole couch story. We're trying our best. Tasha got real excited. You got to give me some credit for dropping everything I was doing to make that work, because I'm so late.
After I put my foot down.
Yeah, but I had a temper tantrum is what you did. I'm so late on getting this vlog out, and there I am renting an Enterprise car, running all over West Coast, trying to find this couch. Like, where's the...
Just to drag it on the ground when we got back.
Just to try, yeah, well. So anyway, let's see if there's any more voicemails here. Oh, we have one. This is Derek. Let's see if it's home from... have a baby blue waffle. This can't be a good call.
Hey, this is Derek calling. I just got home from work, and maybe I got home at the wrong time in the conversation, but I'm just wondering why you have a baby blue loofah.
Oh, the baby blue loofah. Oh, okay. Well, that's a hard story to know. I appreciate the call, Derek. It was I was making fun of Kit Keenan. Actually, while Tasha's here, maybe Tasha can help me out here. I was making fun of the fact that designers are ridiculous with their clothing. So as we know, Piper James is friends with Kit Keenan, who is the daughter of Cynthia Rowley. And I said, if I ever needed to design a dress, I would use my baby blue loofah and just rip the shoulders off, and that's what you'd get. I mean, is this Belle from Beauty and the Beast? Is this fashion, or is this something you'd use to scrub your balls there in CVS? Like, what are we doing here?
She does have a Disney princess vibe right now.
Yeah, that
I
can't...
would say Cinderella, though. Cinderella's the one who wears blue.
Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah, that's right. Belle is gold.
Yeah, she has a yellow dress.
Oh, boy. How could I make that mistake there? But anyway, thank you.
Although Belle's outfit before her ball gown is blue. So you weren't wrong.
Okay, wasn't wrong. How funny... So first of all, to answer your question, yes, I used to have a blue loofah. But the funny part about being in a relationship is that... Tasha got so grossed out by my loofah. Because
if you don't replace your loofah every month at least, it's got a lot of germs in it.
Honey, this whole time I was talking and I wasn't addressing this. Sorry, we were talking about this the whole time I was. See, this is the problem. Is I just
now
need.
You've got too many screens to look at.
Well, no. Before I wasn't even showing what we were talking about. So the loofah. I used to have a loofah. That was my go-to loofah. It was a plastic, whatever a loofah's made out of, plastic fishnet.
Plastic.
And you'd change it every couple decades, whatever. You change it the same amount of time you change your toothbrush. Not often. You just use it till the wheels fall off. And Oz removed a troll. Thank you so much, Oz. I appreciate that. Well, maybe there's a few trolls in there. If they need to leave, by all means. I'd like to give people a chance. Moof is a troll. Moof. Yeah, that sounds like a troll name. I don't know. A lot of. Maybe Dave is the OAN. Well, is that, I don't know. Is that a troll thing to say? Dave is the OAN to Reality Steve's Newsmax. I think you meant Newsmax. I don't know. I mean, I love a good comparison, but I don't understand that because Newsmax and OAN are both
nuts.
Well, they're both on the right side. So if I'm like, it would have been better if they said like a very left leaning. I don't know. I digress. Listen, if you're going to roast me, I just want it to be factually accurate. That's all I ask for. All right, we're going to get out of here in a minute. L-Dog says, Tasha, I love your outfit. Tasha says, thank you. Are you ready to audition? So what do you need to do to audition? All right, so you go in there and prepare right now, and I'll keep live streaming. All right, Tasha needs to prepare for an audition. Tasha's been getting tons of auditions. She's killing it these days, and I couldn't be more happy for her. I couldn't be more happy for Tasha out there auditioning in Los Angeles, California. All right, who do we got here? Let's see. Let's go back to the comments. Brianna says, I actually tagged, I'm trying to see what, Dave is the best friend I need in my life with all his advice, not to mention he's just so damn entertaining. Oh, Erica, I got to put you on the screen. A good compliment like that. Hold on. Let me find out how to do this here. Yeah, I'm still working through. I appreciate that you guys have given me the grace that I need to work through a lot of the issues I'm having with my new live stream. Today was a lot better today. Derek says the question is, what color was it when you got rid of it? It was still bluish. It wasn't like it was growing mold or anything. If it was, I just scrubbed it off. Yeah, we had a good section. The chat room was getting frisky out there. Yeah, Tasha is on her stuff with that Disney knowledge. Oh, Tasha knows her stuff. My dog just licked my face, and I just remembered she ate dog poop earlier. Wow, that's... Oh, you guys are great. You guys are great. All right, so anyway, yeah, I'm not here to police you guys with whatever you want to talk about in the comments section. Here's a call from earlier. I guess I'm just there was a call. I want to see if I can find this that came in from a few days ago. You know what? It might be gone. We'll just call it gone. If anyone wants to call in, now is your last shot. Tasha's outside preparing her sides, but God knows she's probably procrastinating, and then she's going to yell at me when she's not ready to audition. But anyway, there's the voicemail number. Last chance to call. Missed most of this live, but just wanted to say Monday night can't come soon enough. Yep, so I will be live 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm trying to get a VPN so I can watch The Bachelor on the East Coast time. Shout out Ash and Kirsten. I've been thinking about this for a long time. AC, so Tasha's audition for modeling or acting? It's an acting audition. Tasha, listen, she'd kill me for saying this, but she doesn't watch the live stream. Tasha got a small audition in a big movie. So I don't mean small audition like there's no such thing as small actors, only small parts or whatever, but it's a couple lines, but it's in a big movie, and I'm so proud of her for what they said about it and what's to follow. I'm so proud of her. So you guys are going to want to invest in Tasha because she's got a lot of big things coming up. And when it comes to Tasha, it's like, oh, you know what I'll do? Just for fun, I'll show you this photo that I got today. I was scrolling through my Instagram trying to find a good photo, and I found this. Oh, did I find the cutest throwback photo here? Let's see if we can find it. It's got to be in one of these. from a wedding we were at. But I'm a proud fiance. I'm proud of her. She's been working really hard, and for the last couple of years, she's been doing a lot of gigs. Isn't that a cute photo of us? We're at a wedding, probably dancing to R. Kelly, because in Kentucky they didn't cancel R. Kelly, which is funny, but it's true. We were like, I guess you can play that here. By the way, there was an earthquake today in California. I didn't feel it. You guys feel it? California is coming to Twitter to confirm there was an earthquake. Thinking about today's Cali earthquake, like we will rebuild. Well, it was a 4 something. That's a decent sized earthquake, but it wasn't near us, I guess. Yeah, I didn't feel it. What time was it at? 8:25 a.m.? No, I was probably doing a live stream. The best thing that can happen for my channel is if an earthquake happens while we're live streaming. Just like, you ever see the video? I won't show it, but there's a video of that girl who was doing her makeup, and she was live streaming it, and an earthquake hit and she got makeup all over. That video got so many views. So if there's an earthquake while I'm streaming, I'm going to ask Tasha to just start throwing light fixtures at me, and we'll just, not to make light of earthquakes, but, anything to get some more traffic to the Patreon, I think is what we want to do. All right, we're going to wrap it up here. If anyone wants to, you can go check out that Patreon. Let's see, I've got it up right here. Let me show you the post here. This is the latest post on the Patreon. There it is, prepping for Bachelorette season, plus behind the scenes on buying a couch. We'll see how it goes. Stay tuned on that. Oh boy, hold on a second. Hold on. Oh boy, this is big. Hold on, guys. We got an addition to the story. We have an addition to the story. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. All right, breaking news. Just as we thought we were done here, we've got Josh from Boston calling in. Josh from Boston has been pursuing Piper for months now. He's the hipster of pursuit. He's been pursuing her way before it was popular. So let's go to Josh in Boston and see what he has to say about this scenario.
This is Josh from Boston. As a responsible journalist, you were the first to actually break this Piper James news to me. Thank you for doing that. You're a real one.
I'm so sorry.
What I have now is an open letter I'd like to read to Piper James.
Please.
Miss Piper James, I ain't big on social media, but I'm big on you. When Matt James sent you home, what seemed like a sad ending only opened up an opportunity for me to shoot my shot. And I liked the anxiety I got when I would call in to try to get your attention. Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. But here's what I do know. I know that you are quite lovely. And Brendan is quite a lucky guy. I'm not a model, but I do hope that these words look good. If Brendan's luck happens to run out one day, don't cancel your trip to Boston, because there's an anxious brother right around the corner who would love to take you out. I'll take your curls for the win any day. Forever enamored, Josh from Boston.
Let me tell you something, Josh. Hold your head up high. You shot your shot, and you never know what's going to happen. So you keep doing you. You keep being great out there in Boston. And if she ever has a flight or a high-speed rail transfer up north, she knows who to call. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a breaking voicemail from Josh in Boston. My condolences to you, but tip my cap to the way you've dealt with such tough news on a dark day. All right, well, that's that, folks. I think that's a good way to end. We got another voicemail here. You guys want to let's go into the next voicemail. Oh boy, Sarai said, I was wondering how Josh would act. A lot of people were wondering. Plum's mom says, dang, he's got good words. Josh, can you teach my husband some things? Oh, there's a market for you, Josh. Oh, poor Josh, says Crafty Beach. We got a lot of people out there. A lot of people that really want to slide into Josh's burrow, if you know what I mean. Was waiting for Josh. Yeah, people were waiting. Sarah says I was waiting for Josh to call. A lot of people were just really shocked to find out the news. And I'm telling you what, it's a tough day for you, Josh. But let's credit where it's due. You saw talent, you knew where it was, and you appreciated it, and you're getting there, Josh. So maybe Piper, maybe there'll be a day where your time comes. Whatever. All right, let's go to Ash and Kirsten in Canada.
Hey, this is Ash and Kirsten. We were late, but we are so glad that we made it. for the end, and we cannot wait for next week. We're so excited. We also just wanted to say that we're so proud of Tasha as well. That's so exciting.
Yeah, honestly, Dave, this is Kristen. I just really appreciate what a big cheerleader you are for Tasha. Anybody who's that big of a cheerleader for their partner and really gets behind them, like, I don't know, with the Poshmark stuff and all the little things you do to, like, show her brand, but also just kind of randomly talking about her in lives and being proud of her achievements. More men should treat their, significant others this way.
Love it. It's really good to see. And I wanted to share some good news. I just applied to be a community member model for the magazine Torrid, and that's a huge deal for me. So I'm excited about that, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, that was it. We love you all. Have a great weekend.
For the premiere. See you guys at the live.
You guys are so kind, so sweet. Listen, first of all, congratulations. I mean, you guys, I love the energy you bring together. I just love to think you guys are on the phone one-upping each other, talking about it. You guys are great. I mean, look, I think most people just don't have a platform. So when I'm talking about things, and it's always funny because my live stream coincides with Tasha coming home from work. And of course, I'm her biggest cheerleader. The thing that's the hardest thing to deal with Tasha is knowing that a lot of what she has been getting paid for are jobs in the last couple of years that don't provide her any sort of love and like I said before, to tie this all together. Sorry, L-Dog, let me get you off the screen here. I didn't realize you were there. With Tasha, the thing that's so tough is she's had these golden handcuffs on where she's had a good paying job, but it doesn't give her the creative outlet that she really needs. And she doesn't like to audition. Who does? No one does. It gives you anxiety. It's tough, but she's a really good actress. She's a really good actor, and she's really good at at the way she presents herself and knows her character and works on things. But it's a tough world out there. It's a very specific character, and but she's been getting all these auditions for this one project over and over and over, and it's like she might not get the part, but in this industry, getting that callback, even getting the audition, is such an accomplishment. And she's been doing it for a long time. And I don't think she quite understands. She could use a win because I don't think she quite understands, that she is special and does have a gift. Like we all do. So she's been at a job that doesn't value that in the same way, where I was saying this to her before. I was like, what's funny? It's like, you can literally get paid more to do a job where people don't appreciate you. But then the job you fight for and you get, amongst all the competition, the appreciation's through the roof. It's all about the perceived value. And I think she's got more perceived value with jobs that she hasn't been doing because the pay has been right in front of her face in jobs that are less appreciative. And I think we all have those. By the way, did I take this photo with these birds right there? Wow, what a good Instagram boyfriend I was. Anyway, so of course, I'm going to give her as many shout outs. And it's like we're getting married. We believe in each other. I don't want my platform to grow and hers not to. So while I've cracked into YouTube a little bit, she cracked into Instagram a couple years ago. But a lot of her following, she's deleted a lot of her following because I think she realized that they weren't necessarily there for a lot of reasons she wants a following for. So when she posts things that are counterproductive to her followers, it's almost like works against her algorithm. She's like, I'd rather just not have you guys here, and I can have the loyals and the people that believe in me. And a lot of that's just deleting bots. She's got a lot of random people that, she's been on, models get a lot of attention from bots because it's something to do with people that create fake accounts. They want to follow a bunch of people that look like they've got a following. It's a whole thing. Anyway, let's go to Winnipeg, Canada, and let's hear your voicemail.
Hey, Dave. It's Marie calling from Winnipeg in Canada. I'm a big fan. Love your live streams.
Oh,
and it's also my birthday, so I just wanted to call in and say hi and say I'm super excited to watch The Bachelorette with you starting Monday. So have a great day. Bye.
Marie in Winnipeg, ladies and gentlemen, it's a birthday celebration. I'm glad we got your call in. I didn't know we had a birthday today. Thank you so much for calling in, Marie in Winnipeg, Canada. Congrats on your birthday. I'm happy for you. Let me know how you're celebrating. Oh, we also have a super chat from Rachel. Hi, Dave. Did you see Joe and Sarah from Survivor had their baby? Such a beauty. I'd love to see you analyze relationships that have come out of Survivor in between your Bachelor content. Rachel, I did not see that, but I'll tell you what's going to happen is let me turn this down. Happy birthday. The more once I start covering Survivor, I'll be working into that algorithm too. But right now, it's hard to get traction on non-Bachelor related content. But I will be deep diving into Survivor as well. I do love the show, and so I do appreciate that heads up. So thank you so much for that. I'll be checking that out. What else do we got here? Let's see if we can. Natalie says she really is special. She makes others feel special and noticed. She's a bright light in many lives. Oh, that's so sweet. I'll have to tell her you said that. That's very sweet. Tosh is the light in my life. She's the light in my life. She's beautiful, has a kind heart. Wow, you guys are so kind. Look at all this nice words for Tasha. Let's see. Maybe I'm a few comments behind. Kyla says, any female posting bathing suit, lingerie, or semi-nude pics gets the most spots and spam. I have lots of lingerie boudoir on one of my pages, and I always have to delete comments. No, you're right. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. That's the way it is. So yeah, Tasha's never bought followers, but she's had to delete a lot. And she actually, dude, she has to like pay somebody to like run a system that's deleting basically there's a ton of people that like follow 7,500 people and have never posted anything. You got to go. Like she has thousands of those. So she's just trying to get rid of them. Marie says, I'm celebrating by watching your live stream and eating macaroons. Woo. Well, happy birthday. That's Marie in Winnipeg. Oh, Marie, you're our news anchor. You're a news reporter, right? So if we ever have any breaking stories, we can come to you. Oh, I'm in the wrong one there. I would try to do a breaking story. If we ever have any ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. It's Marie from Marie from Winnipeg's birthday calling. Yeah, so thank you so much for the phone call there. Some breaking news for you there. Gabby says, I won't be watching live streams after the show because I have to watch it first. I understand that. Candy Sprinkles is at the beach, but watching this because it's cloudy and rainy. All right, we're going to wrap this up in the next 2 minutes. I'll give you one last chance to leave a voicemail if you want. I missed a super chat, I was told. Let me see if I can find that super chat here while do I have music still? I think I have music. All right, let's let the music play. I don't hear anything. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Some good music. Marie, how old are you? 25 years young? You don't have to tell us. Let's see if I caught Sarah's super chat there. Someone said, Dave, speaking of money, let's play this one. Speaking of money from Dean and Jason with 34,000 followers yourself, are you also making more money than your previous job? I'm not sure what you did before, but I'm curious. Quick answer, yes. Yes. I worked side jobs. I basically worked as many different side jobs as I could. Like a couple years ago, I Ubered and Lyfted, and I did whatever I could to create space to audition. This is what's tough. You can't work a full-time job while pursuing your dreams in this city. You might have, you might be able to, but not when you have to show up to an audition at 2 p.m., not when you get a last-minute gig somewhere else. So I tried to be as flexible as possible and fought with my fingernails to get out of that. Oh, it took a global pandemic. I mean, I was already on my way out of that job because I was undervalued. It was minimum wage plus tips. It was just a real rough job. I was barely getting by, and it was tough. And then, you'd make money when you could. You'd make money when you could as on whatever other gigs that came along. But it was rough. It was rough. I thought about if I'd ever go on Jason's podcast to break down the actual numbers, and it really is a tricky thing to talk about. Maybe after the end of the year. But I do appreciate the question. But it's one of those things where money talks. Like, you guys deciding to invest in my channel is enough energy that it gets my channel to the next level where I don't have to do those side jobs, which frees up my time to be better for you. I'm better served this way. It's closer to what I'm meant to do. So I thank all of you guys for that. And Sarah, I did find your super chat. Thank you so much. Let me read it here. Hold on a second. I've got to get rid of this. Sarah's super chat. And I'm getting out of here in 2 minutes. Sarah's super chat says, amazing content as always, Dave. Excited for the season to start. And Katie in all her glory. Keep doing the amazing work you do. Oh, Sarah, that's so kind. Thank you so much. All right, well, this is going to be it from me. I'll do one last chance here to see if there's any voicemails. It looks like we got it all. Happy birthday. And let's see, I will keep... AC says, Dave, would you ever act in a soap opera? I've done background in soap operas. I don't have any intention to be a soap opera actor. To be honest, I prefer doing what I'm doing. I think I probably make more than a soap actor. Bumping Spades. That's a good one. Oh, and Ash and Kirsten, I just got your super chat. Thank you so much. Positive vibes to y'all. Positive vibes right back to you. I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to get to these comments here, but I think we got them all. And, one last shot here. Let's make sure we, speaking of taking care of each other, everyone, if you can, shuffle a donation to Oz. He's out there keeping the live stream functional, and we appreciate all your support. So you can send him a PayPal. That's his PayPal link. You can go over there to send him that. So just hit the pause button on the video so you can capture that. And I think we got a lot of the kinks worked out. So we're going to be ready to go for Monday. I'm super excited for that. Thank you. I got 102 thumbs up, and we got 120 in the chat. 2 thumbs down. That's not too bad. 2 thumbs down. Not too bad at all. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. That's going to do it for me. I appreciate all of you guys. I got to go get this couch inside. So thank you for all the love you've given both me and Tasha and everyone in the community. As always, it's fuel, it's energy, and it's positivity, and we need more of that in this world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, guys. Thank you, Candy Sprinkles. Good night, Gabby. Crafty Beach, just saw your comment. Budding YouTuber, keep working, keep hustling. You'll beat that algorithm and you'll shoot your way to the top. Consistency is what they want. Just keep showing up.
Maybe